by growing your audience online. Now I've got a little bit of a different topic here today because I haven't talked about this too much on my blog or on YouTube, but it's something that I really want to talk about because I am obsessed with books. Obsessed with books. I always, at all times, I have one book in the morning and one book in the evening, and I've got 2 books going at all times. Sometimes I'm even up to 3 books, but when I do that, I tend to be a little crazy. Typically I stick to 2 books at a time, and I could read all the time. So I want to give you guys 3 books that I have absolutely loved if you want to dramatically change your life. 2 of them I have noticed a huge impact on my life, like massive impact, and the other one just forced me to think a little bit differently, and it made me step completely outside of my comfort zone, and I think in the end it did change my life, and I think it can impact a lot of other lives out there if people know about it. So I'm going to share my 3 books with you today. The first book I want to share with you is You Are a Badass. I have been absolutely obsessed with this book. I read it 2 times through, and honestly, I might read it through another time. I have been gifting it to people, and I look forward to gifting it to even more people in the future. This is the first book that introduced me to limiting beliefs and realizing that I was the one holding myself back, and that the things that bothered me in other people were actually things within myself. And I learned so much within this book, and everything I read I immediately put to use, and I noticed a dramatic shift in my mindset. It's silly to say, but I noticed an extreme difference in the way that I was treating other people after I was reading this book. So I ended up reading it 1 time through, and then I waited a month and I read it another time through, and I can't get enough of this book. If you really want to kind of uncover your potential, this is the place to get started. The next book I have is Claim Your Power by Mastin Kipp. So You Are a Badass is kind of like the starter's guide. It's like, okay, I want to uncover my potential. I know that I can do more in my life. I feel like maybe I'm stuck in my day job and I want to break free. I want to follow my passion. I want to figure out how I can make it on my own. You Are a Badass is your crash course. That's where you get started. When you are really ready to change your life, and I mean you realize that you've been holding yourself back. Like, you are the only thing holding yourself back. It's not all these external forces, it is you, and you dramatically want to change your life, and you're deciding today is the day to start. This book, Claim Your Power, Mastin Kipp, amazing. I'm telling you, it has moved me to tears. It has caused me to have breakdowns and breakthroughs, and it has been completely invigorating. This book is actually kind of like a journal in a sense, where it is a 40-day guide. Every day you read 1 chapter, and it starts with day 1, obviously, day 2, day 3, and it goes the whole way through 40 days, and each day you have a different homework assignment, I'm going to say, that you have to complete, and you just grab a journal and you write down all of your thoughts, and I'm telling you, you're gonna uncover and learn so much about yourself and really have those breakthroughs that you need to have to uncover your potential and ultimately claim your power. So I'm telling you, if you really want to take your life up a notch, this book is where it's at. The last book I want to recommend to you guys is actually a very different one, and this is The 4 Agreements. I first saw this book, it was recommended to me through a variety of different sources. For one, You Are a Badass has it in the resources section, and it was recommended there, and then I've seen it everywhere. I mean, it's all over Instagram, it's talked about by mindfulness coaches and meditation and yoga and all that stuff, and I saw this cover and I went, no way, I'm not buying that. I can't buy that. And then I decided to stop holding myself back, as all my other books have taught me, and I bought this book, and this book was, I mean, in my mind, life-changing. It's a very small book. It's 140 pages total. It's very small, but it makes you think a bit differently, and that is what I liked about it. This was more about spiritual connection, where the other stuff wasn't as much about spiritual connection. You Are a Badass definitely does talk about it. Okay, yeah, I lied. Both of them are about spiritual connection, because spiritual connection is really huge if you're trying to change your life. This one was like full on spiritual. I mean, if you look at that cover, it looks spiritual. It was an amazing read, and it's just kind of like 4 agreements that you need to have in your life if you want to be in constantly a meditative state, is how I took it. And I am big into meditation. I should shoot another video on that. I am big into meditation, and this kind of just helped me to take it a step further, to stop caring about what other people think, to stop making assumptions about everything. And yeah, this was just a really great book, I'm telling you. So the these 3 books, I'm telling you, have completely changed my life, changed the way I've thought, implemented some serious life learning lessons in my life that I 100% needed. And if you want to start to change your life, I would honestly go in that order, or maybe You Are a Badass first, 100%, and then maybe dive into this one next, and then lastly do the Claim Your Power, because this one is going to feel like you are ridding your life of all the toxins that you have let creep in and let hold you back. And when you're removing those toxins, I mean, I'm telling you, I had a breakdown because of, as Mastin Kipp says, my survival patterns trying to come back and stay and keep me safe. And I just like, it felt like I was doing a detox with how much crying and talking and just unshedding I was doing in that moment. This is a game changer. I'm gonna say this is step 3. So when you're ready to hit step 3, Claim Your Power by Mastin Kipp. And that's it for this video. If you guys would like to know more about what I am reading, make sure that you keep up with me on my blog at thecontentbug.com. And if you like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what other videos you would like to see down in the comments bar down below. Or actually, if you have any books that have completely changed your life, let me know in the comments down below so that I can read them. Of course, you know my list of books that I want to read is like a mile long. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.